In our previous session, we studied about what are fractions. We learned that fraction means equal parts of a number. This concept was learned with the help of some examples. Today, in this session, we are going to study our next part. Let's start. Now, moving forward, we are going to study some equations which are equivalent fractions. We'll also study how equivalent fractions can be obtained. Before that, we will understand that if we multiply numerator and denominator with a particular number, we will get equivalent fraction. Example, we are having a fraction 2 upon 4, and if we multiply this fraction with 3, then it will be like 2 into 3 upon 4 into 3. So, the sum will be 2 into 3 is 6 and 4 into 3 is 12. Now, this fraction can again be divided further, as in 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. We got our equation's value, that is 1 upon 2. So, I can say that the fraction given, that is 2 upon 4, is equivalent to 1 upon 2. This is called equivalent fraction. Even if we divide a number from an equation, we will get equivalent fraction. For example, if we have the fraction 20 upon 24. So, observing this fraction, we can say that the number 20 and 24 comes in the table of 4. So, our next step will be 20 divided by 4 upon 24 divided by 4. Since the rule tells us that if you multiply or divide the numerator with a particular number, then the same number should be used for the denominator. So, the value of this step will be 20 divided by 4 is 5 and 24 divided by 4 is 6. So, 5 upon 6 is the equivalent fraction for the given fraction. Now, as I said earlier, that the rule is that you are supposed to multiply or divide the numerator and denominator with same number only, just like we did here. We multiplied numerator and denominator with the same number. Here we divided numerator and denominator with the same number. We will take another examples. Suppose we take a fraction 2 upon 5 and 6 upon 15. In these two fractions, there is a connection. That is, when a particular number will be multiplied with the first fraction, then the second fraction will be our answer. Like here, observe this fraction. Here, if we multiply 2 upon 5 with a number, and we have to see that that number should have these numbers in its table. So that particular number is 3. So if I multiply numerator and denominator with 3, then I will get this answer. That is, 2 into 3 is 6, 5 into 3 is 15. So these are the equivalent fractions. That is, 6 upon 15 is equivalent to 2 upon 5. Now here we have to understand that in an equivalent fraction, the numerator of one fraction is as many times as the numerator of the other fraction. Similarly, it goes with the denominator. Means 2 added 3 times. 2 added 3 times, we get 6. And 5 added 3 times, we get 15. That is, 2 upon 5 is equals to 6 upon 15. So we have to keep in mind that when the numerator and denominator of a fraction are multiplied by same non-zero number, means the number which is not 0, we get the fraction that is equivalent to the given fraction. Similarly, I can get an equivalent fraction by dividing the same number with numerator and denominator. We'll see an example with respect to this. Example, the fraction 6 upon 15. In this fraction, we see that both the numerator and the denominator are the numbers which appear in the table of 3. So we are going to divide like 6 divided by 3 and 15 divided by 3. The value of this equation will be 6 divided by 3 is 2 and 15 divided by 3 is 5. So 2 upon 5 is the equivalent fraction to 6 upon 15. Suppose I give another fraction, that is 6 upon 12, and you are told to find equivalent fraction. So what you will do is, you will see that in which table does 6 and 12 appear. So they appear in the table of 2 and in the table of 3. So we will get two equivalent fractions for one fraction. Like, we'll take first the table of 2. So 6 divided by 2 upon 12 divided by 2. The value for this equation will be 6 divided by 2 is 3 and 12 divided by 2 is 6. So here we have an equivalent fraction, that is 3 upon 6 is equivalent to 6 upon 12. Again, we'll consider the table of 3. 6 divided by 3 upon 12 divided by 3, and the value for this fraction will be 6 divided by 3 is 2 and 12 divided by 3 is 4. The obtained fraction, that is 2 upon 4, is equivalent to 6 upon 12. Here we obtained two fractions and both these fractions are equivalent to the given fraction. Also, the other thing which can be done is 6 and 12. 6 and 12 both appear in the table of 6 itself. So 6 divided by 6 and 12 divided by 6. So the value for this equation will be 6 divided by 6 is 1 upon 12 divided by 6 is 2. So the obtained fraction, that is 1 upon 2, is also equivalent to 6 upon 12. Now the previous fractions which we obtained, that is 3 upon 6, 2 upon 4, can also be divided further, like 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. Again 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Here we observe that both the three examples got the same values, that is 1 upon 2. That is why it is called an equivalent fraction. This is all about finding an equivalent fraction. We will end our today's lecture. Thank you.